After a hard day on the road, I like to curl up with a good book in the parking lot of Sam's Club and have a nice, quiet, relaxing evening in the pod. Everything looks exactly like I left it. Ah, just the way I like it. Nobody else on the entire lake. Bob and I just got here. This is what the island looks like. First thing in the spring, when no one has stepped foot on it for 6 months. The docks are a little bit whacked, but nothing we can't fix. At least they're still where they're supposed to be. There's a lot of flotsam from when the water was really high, just a couple of weeks ago. That thing's exactly where I left it. That thing's exactly where I left it, although its butt's hanging in the water now. There's Mom's flowers. They came up beautifully. It's too bad she can't be here to see them. Look at that. Here's the scene of the smashing. The old ice house. The rust garden. It's getting character now with all the flowers around it. Let's check the ice house. All the tools and junk are still there. All my special cedar and structural timbers. Padlocks still intact. No signs of tampering. Oh, good. No one stole the outhouse. I was really worried about that. Thought somebody might steal it for a museum piece. Nobody living in it yet? Nope. They've had problem with homeless people moving into abandoned outhouses around here. All my plumbing junk. Everything is pretty much exactly as I left it. Haven't been in the house yet, but we'll see. Well, we have to get the overview of the downed trees because I erased it before. Start with this. Snap. 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 Crash. Crash. Smash. Crash. Smash. Boom. Pop. Crash. Smash. Boom. Boom. Of course, all the shrubbery and all the branches are cleaned up, and that's all that's left of the good firewood. But you get the idea. But after being away 6 months and then coming back, you realize it looks pretty hillbilly. But hey, that's what it is. It's a teardown that we have to preserve. Alright, so let's go to the back of the island. It's the annual flyby to the back of the island. It's the traditional shot of Bob turning the corner. Wow, you can see the creek going all the way through. The water's very high. Let's test the Bridge of Death. Bridge of Death is in good shape. See what Bob got into. Bob, get out of there. Whatever it is, leave it. Everything looks pretty much the way I left it. which is great. Fabulous. I love it. Sunset Bench, 2008. Pan around to Red Rock and fade out. You know, when you come up and look at it in the spring before everything's grown back, or probably in the winter too, you realize this island is littered with dead trees everywhere. I think it would look a lot nicer if we could get rid of some of this old broken down, snapped off junk. This is pretty much all the ice damage we had in the winter of 2007-2008. Not bad at all. I think it just knocked one prop out there, and the boathouse might have settled a tiny bit. But everything looks fairly square still. The only funny thing in the boathouse is all these shingles that I had stacked up here wound up in the water here and here. Now whether that's vandals or Visigoths or just the wind, I'll never know. Oh, I stand corrected. There is one more thing I just noticed that wasn't here when I left. It's jammed down there. No, actually it's just set there. The ice could have literally, some guy could have dropped it on the ice. No, I don't know. I think they were hunting here. Well, no big deal. Never exactly sure what you're gonna find opening up the cabin for the first time. You gotta open all the shutters. Sometimes there's bats behind them. So you sort of step back, give it a tug. Whoa! Oh, we're safe. Gotta unbar the door. It's a very high-tech security system. Actually, if I put the camera down, it's a lot smoother. Open for the first time in 6 months.